What Up World is the weekly episodic podcast that says what's right because it's right. Bringing you and discussing the hottest topics of the weeks in the form of current events, movies, music, and sports. I'm Cash De Niro, my word is born. Cash De Niro, my zero be added on. And I'm with my co-host Cliff. Say what up to the people, Cliff.
Right, Cliff.
You heard it here. And we want y'all to buckle up, strap in, because the South got something to say. All right, check this out. We're going to jump right into it. Hot topics. Before we do that, we want to jump in and give a major shout out to the Lit TV network. We also want to give a shout out to Hip Hop Wiz. It's the first hip hop card game. We also want to give a shout out to Dog Man, the biggest promoter in the South. We also want to give a shout out to, Mogul Equities, Mogul Creations, Mogul Entertainment, the whole nine. These are all black businesses, black-owned businesses, and we want to highlight them because it is Black History Month, and that's the hot topic. That's how we starting off hot topics right now. We talking about Black History Month, okay? It's the shortest month of the year, and they happen to give it to us for Black History Month, all right? We're going to weigh in on how we really feel about that, but to give you a little background, Black History Month, or it wasn't even Black History Month. It started in the late 1800s, the early 1900s, and it was basically Black History Week, okay? It evolved, I would say it evolved over time when President Gerald Ford dubbed it Black History Month in the month of February. I'm going to tell you at the end of the day, I want to get Cliff to tell me if he agrees or disagrees with Black History Month in general. Cliff, what's up?
I don't agree with Black History Month like that.
You told me that before now.
It's a nice gesture, but overall, I always taught my kid, throughout the year.
Yeah.
Regardless of the month and whatever it is, I teach them all year about Black history.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Black inventors.
I mean, he got to live black all year. He can't change the color of his skin throughout the year.
I always instilled that in him, me and his mom, and we thought that was important. Because we didn't have that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we didn't have nobody pushing that on us to learn about your culture.
Yeah.
About your history like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I felt that was really important for us to do that. So every month is Black History for me because I can never stop.
Every day.
I can never stop every day.
Yeah.
I can never stop learning about what the contributions that we had on this country in this world period.
America wouldn't be America.
It would never stop. The list goes on and on about Black inventors. You be like, damn, he invented that? Black dude? And you just keep going. It just never stops.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. You absolutely 1,000% right. Go a little bit further into that. It wouldn't be in America without... We built America. Slavery built America. And slaves were black. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is at the end of the day...
You go further than that. You go to science and math.
You're right.
Why I say throughout the history of whatever, the world is, we have a stamp.
We got a stamp. You know what I'm saying?
You can't take it away from
You can't take it, even though you've tried. Even though it's been tried.
That's why you can't limit our thing to 1 month.
You can't
limit. Do that.
And the thing about it is that I don't hear nothing about no White History Month.
You never will.
I ain't never heard no White History Month.
You never will.
Right? So why do we get dumbed down to a Black History Month? And then, first of all, it was a Black History Week, right? Then they say, okay, we're going to give you a little bit more crumbs off of Master's table. and then make it a whole month, which it really ain't even a whole month because it's the shortest month of the year. So at the end of the day, you know, like I say, I understand the gesture, like how you say, you know, I understand that, but at the end of the day, I want everything that is due to us, right? And I won't stop. We won't stop. The South got something to say about reparations, right? And I think that that's the main reason why they want to not really give us everything that is due to us, because realistically, it would bankrupt America if they really did what was right because it's right. If they did what was right because it's right, it would bankrupt America. If everybody reparations is due, right? And we won't stop until we get it. And we're going to eventually get it, right? As Jigga was talking about, we're going to go into this a little later in the show, and we might get into it right now, but it's like, you got to keep showing up. You got to keep showing up for what you deserve. You got to keep going to the polls and vote. You got to keep opening up your black businesses. You got to keep teaching and educating your black youth.
Don't stop.
You can't stop, because at the end of the day, we don't know if it's going to happen tomorrow, the next day, or the next week, or the next month, or the next year. But one day we're going to wake up and we're going to get everything that we deserve. And this ain't no, like me being me and Cliff and the South got something to say, being pro-black don't mean we anti anything else. We ain't anti-white people. We not anti-Jews. We not anti-Indians. We not anti-Asian. We're Asians. We're just pro-black.
If you fuck with us, we fuck with you.
You know what I'm saying? It's really that simple.
Got the same agenda. We gonna rock out.
It's really that simple. Now, my thing is that I do believe as black people we need to do more with one another.
Of course.
With one another.
Of course.
Right? Our money should be in black banks.
Should be in black banks.
Our money should be spent at black stores, right? And anything.
We at the bottom of the list for that.
We at the bottom of the list of that.
Yeah, bottom of the list.
But
by far. And we spend the most money.
And we spend the most money. And we spend the most money. But we spend it with others.
Circulate within our community.
They say the white dollar stays in the white community average of 2 weeks to 3 weeks before it's cycled out to anywhere else. Yeah. They say the black dollar stays in the Asian and the Jewish community. They stay in 3 weeks to a month because they understand the power of their dollars. Right? We need to understand the power of the black dollar. The black dollar stays in the black community 72 hours. Yeah. 3 days. At the most. It's usually out of there in 24 hours. It's usually out of there in 24 hours and 48 hours. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we need to come together, and that's why we took it upon ourselves to shout out these black-owned businesses, because we've been working with them for a long time. The Lit TV Network, shout out to Mike Grubbs and all of them boys over there. They have a TV network that is it is black owned, right? And it's the same as, when I say network, I ain't talking about channel. I'm not talking about a channel. I'm not talking about BET. BET is a channel. The own Oprah Winfrey Network is not a network, it's a channel. Lit TV is a network owned and operated by people of color, black people at the helm. The graphic artist extraordinaire, right? He do all of my graphics. You know, he's a pleasure to work with. He's been a staple in the hip hop community in the South for about 25 years. 25 years. And he's black owned. And I give him all of my business, right? And it's a pleasure to work with him. When it comes to promoting shows, hip hop shows and everything like that, we highlighted Dog Man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? We've been working with Dog Man and Dog Man Entertainment for about 30 years, 35 years. And he has never stopped. So anytime you get a chance to work with these people that we have highlighted, and Cliff, shout out your production company. Cliff and Clifton Production Company, right? And we work with Clifton Production Companies to bring you the South Got Something to Say. You understand? We are business owners, right? And we give our black dollars back into our black community. Our black dollars, my black dollars, Cliff black dollars may stay in about a month. It may stay in, we try to circulate it as, we try to be responsible, right? You have to be responsible with
best way you can, because another thing is it's hard working with black people too sometimes, because like I don't want to be hating or nothing.
No, you ain't hating, you telling the truth, Cliff.
I'm telling the truth, and that's what I do. But y'all gotta be so hard, not so hard to work with. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, just ease up.
And I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm gonna tell you like this,
Stop
man.
having attitudes.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. You don't go to them others. You don't go to them others and ask for discounts.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no use of, if you know it's going back into a black family and everything like that or whatever, man, you pay that company what they worth. You pay them what you would pay them others, right? And whatever they set there, it is nothing wrong with coupons. It's nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying, that we got a sale going on. We'll take advantage of all of that kind of stuff. But when you go and you don't want to pay this black establishment on time or the way that you should pay them, then shame on you as a consumer. Yeah. Shame on you as a consumer. So my thing is that, man, if that's you, it ain't nothing wrong with course correcting. Right? That means that no way, it stops right now. You find somebody, like me and my family, we try to find a black owned business every month to patron, right? To go and spend our money with them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. If they got a t-shirt line, man, let's go buy this t-shirt. You feel what I'm saying? If they got a corner store,
especially on food.
On food spots.
On
food spots. I'm trying to, shout out to the Pepper Pot.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Pepper Pot, man. Jamaican food, man. I love the Pepper Pot. Shout out to the Pepper Pot, black-owned business, good food. Jerome Brown. Shout out to Jerome Brown. We've been going there for years, and we love it, and the food is good, and you know what I'm saying. We don't go there and we don't ask for no discount. You know what I'm saying. We pay it because they deliver good service, right? I mean, the line cannot be so long now. You know what I'm saying? Like these black establishments. Hey, man, you got to reinvest into the technology. You know what I'm saying? That will make you a part of the cutting edge of. You know what I'm saying? Like this, you should be a step above. You know what I'm saying? The McDonald's. You should be a step above the Chick-fil-A's. You should be a step above. You know what I'm saying? And if it's good. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you like this, right? Leonardo da Vinci, one of the greatest minds ever in history, right? A painter, the Mona Lisa, the Last Supper, building. I mean, he brought to you how birds fly and how we can make aircrafts and all of that kind of stuff. His mind just worked on another level, and he said this thing, right? He wasn't black, but he said this thing. He said, good artists invent things and great artists steal, right? And what he meant by that, if something is good, adopt it in your business. If it works, it works. Adopt it in your business, right? And you know who the next person I heard say that and make it popular, that a lot of people don't even know Leonardo da Vinci said it, right? They heard one of the richest men in the world say it, and that was Bill Gates. Bill Gates said, good artists invent things, great artists steal. And what they meant by that, you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
You just implementing what they did in the new shit.
And that's right.
Make it all
That's right. You know what I'm saying? If the wheel is round and it's rolling, don't make the wheel a triangle. Don't make the wheel a what you call it, man. You're going 10 steps back. Implement what is good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That is not infringing on copyright. Right? That means you're not stealing. There's certain things like songs that you can sing, like Mary had a little lamb. Anybody can use that because it's for public use. You feel what I'm saying? So you're just taking the melody and putting your own words in it. You're not stealing. You're just taking something that works. And like this, but if somebody copyright, joke stealing, and all of that kind of stuff, if you can be sued for it, then that ain't what we talking about. Mm-hmm. You can't steal the ideas of another person that is not made to better our community as a whole. You know what I'm saying? So somewhat I agree. If you don't have a White History Month, then I don't feel like you should have a Black History Month, because we are as involved in the foundation of this world as anyone else. You feel what I'm saying? From the Egyptians, you know what I'm saying?
How can you have a White History Month?
Huh?
How can you have a White History Month?
How can you have a Black History Month? You feel what I'm saying? Like that. So no, explain what you saying. What you mean by that?
The history is mostly lies. So you gotta tell why you want to revamp all that shit.
Cliff totally disagrees with the premise of a Black History Month. You know, so moving on to another hot topic. And I know we talk about music, but I ain't really like putting this in the music category, because it really deserves to be in the music category, but it's also a hot topic, okay? And you know Jay-Z. Jay-Z, he on my top 5, top 6 in music. Cliff totally disagrees. Other people disagree, but he is in mine. And at the Grammys, his speech was much needed. And I love to see a black man not be swayed. I'm gonna go into it, and I'm gonna get your take on it. So Jay-Z received the Dr. Dre Impact Award. This is the 2nd annual Dr. Dre Impact Award, and this was at the 66th Grammy Awards that just happened a couple of nights ago. And he took the time out to basically chastise the Grammys right there on their stage. And I love that. Right? And the reason why he said that he did that was because the Grammys have always been known to slight black people.
Yeah, always.
They have always been known to slight the hip hop culture, right? And everything is hip hop nowadays. Yep. Everything. You want to sell shoes, you're gonna do a rap. Yep. You want to sell clothes, you're gonna do a rap. Yep. You want to sell food, you're gonna have a rap talking about how this the greatest food. You're gonna have the top rapper. As you should, because it is. You know, I'm biased. It is the best genre. I like a lot of genres of music. But hip-hop has claimed the fame as the #1 genre of music that can get things done in the world today, right? I mean, you even got Ludacris rapping on a State Farm commercial. Yeah. You need hip-hop to sell insurance, right? You feel what I'm saying? Like that. Great job. Shout out to Luda. You know, we love Luda on the show. But back to Jay-Z and his Grammy Dr. Dre Impact Award speech. He said that he boycotted the Grammys. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with why he boycotted the Grammys, but I'm going to tell you what led to his decision to boycott the Grammys. He said it started way back when the first Grammy was given to a rap hip-hop artist. The first Grammy was
Will Smith
was given to Will Smith
Right.
and Jazzy Jeff, right? And they weren't even allowed to accept their award on television. On television. They didn't even air it. They didn't even air it, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because like I watched this documentary.
And I heard that they didn't go.
That
they didn't go.
I
don't think they went.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they went.
I really don't know. They had a reason not to.
I don't think they went.
They had a reason not to. But I'm gonna tell you, I was watching a documentary called Kings.
I think they boycotted. I don't think they went. Honestly.
And if they did,
you can look it up though. I don't think they went.
1989, they boycotted the Grammys.
Yeah.
1989, they boycotted the Grammys, and rightfully so, they did, right? I was just watching this documentary. It's on Peacock. You need to go check it out. It was about Run DMC.
Mm-hmm.
It's called The Kings of Queens, or The Kings from Queens, or whatever. And it's the Run DMC story, right? And they were saying how people would ask them in interviews, well, yeah, what are you guys, y'all on top of the world now? Like media, MTV, disc jockeys, or people who was hosting the MTV shows at that time or whatever. They would ask these guys, oh man, y'all riding the wave? Y'all on top of the world right now. What are y'all gonna do in 2 years when rap no longer exists? Right? And Ron say, man, how the audacity, the audacity that they would even ask me something like that. What if I asked you as a video disc jockey, what you gonna do when people no longer want to hear what you have to say? Like that, but I'm saying, I'm talking about the audacity of asking those kind of questions.
I remember.
And 50 years later, hip hop is still thriving.
I remember a coach at First Coast said that back in the days when we was in class. He was a teacher.
First Coast High School?
Yeah.
Shout out to
And
First
he
Coast
was
High School.
He was like,
It was a lot of race wars at First Coast High
this
School.
rap stuff ain't gonna last that long. Like, why you feel like that? You know what I'm saying? I probably got another 2-3 years.
Yeah. I mean, they were just
Are you
hoping.
serious?
They were just hoping because they had
Are you
never seen
serious?
nothing bubble like
All
that
this
hip hop
stuff we gotta
culture.
say in this, man, please. We got too much to say. And as long as we ain't censored, we will be here.
And shout out to Luke Skywalker's
that was
band
what?
in the USA.
That was 90.
And-
That was 92.
And we can talk about when he said
That was
that.
92.
When he said that,
Yeah.
right? So you know it's been around since '85,
Yeah.
right? So
Longer than that.
so back to the Grammys and Jay-Z at the Grammys in his speech, he said that I think it was 2014, and forgive me if I got the dates wrong or the year wrong, when he was up against he brought out an album and he was nominated for a Grammy and he won the Grammy that year, right? For his album in 2014. But there was a guy, and
In
man,
2014?
in 2014, there was a guy, right? Listen.
Jay-Z?
No, excuse me. This was 98. 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 This was 1998.
Had the best album in 98 was
DMX.
DMX. He
So
had
so listen. But that's what he said on his acceptance speech. He said DMX had two, like 6 million copy albums on both of. He did 2 of those in 1 year, and he wasn't even nominated. And he said after then he didn't come back.
Nominated?
He didn't even get nominated.
Wow.
Right? And he said after then he shunned the Grammys.
See,
Now a lot of people gonna say
that's how you know it was like commercialized like a motherfucker.
Absolutely. But he said after
That's how you
then,
know that.
he said after then,
98?
he said after then, I think it was, he didn't come back to the Grammys to 2014.
Okay.
He didn't come back to the Grammys. He shunned the Grammys. He never.
I'm just saying, we want y'all to get it right. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. We want y'all to get it right. At least get it close to right. And obviously it's subjective. Y'all don't gotta clap at everything. Obviously it's subjective because, you know, it's music and it's opinion based. But, you know, some things, you know, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. You know, some of you
never won Album of the Year.
Never won Album of the Year and got the most Grammys ever. He said, "This is how skewed the people who vote for these things are."
Bomb-ass album she got.
Lemonade should have won the year that they gave
about 4
Album of the Years.
Yeah.
You agree with that, right?
Yeah,
so he brought his daughter Blue Ivy up on stage and he rode for his wife. And he said, "I ain't trying to embarrass this young lady because her stats will let you know who she is. Because she is the most Grammy Award winning artist of all times. Of all times. And none of them consist of
that's wild.
Album of the Year.
That's
right?
Wild.
And he told the people, he said, this ain't got nothing to do with the Grammys. He said, keep showing up. Keep showing up until they give you what you deserve.
How you excuse?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He did. He took his platform and he said something that was right. You feel what I'm saying? He had a real Kanye moment.
How do the Grammys excuse not giving Beyonce an Album of the Year?
They can't.
At least one time.
They can't. You know what I'm saying?
At least one.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Grammys hate hip hop. The Grammys hate black people.
That's why I don't watch that.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, they said, just like we need to have our own money in our own banks, we need to have our own awards. And I ain't talking about the BET Awards. I'm talking about our own official awards. All the black people of power need to come together and make that happen. Because we will take what is ours. We will make something that is for us, right? And we will not shun others. We will show you how to be equal disbursement of goodness. When it's right, it's right. Let's just do what is right. You feel what I'm saying? Because honestly, black people are not like that as a whole. If it's a Dale and it's popping, we gonna say it's popping.
It's popping.
You feel what I'm saying? If it's Moody Long,
we don't care who you are.
we don't care who you are. We don't care what race. We don't care what culture. If we like it, we like it. We're gonna give you the congratulations that you deserve. Now, Cliff, to go further, to go even further. Shout out to the king, Killer Mike. Killer Mike. Killer Mike. Hold on, no, let me tell you what happened before that. Killer Mike swept the Grammys. He swept the Grammys in all 3 categories. Best performance, Killer Mike. Best song, Killer Mike. Best rap album of the year, Killer Michael. Right? The album is phenomenal. If you guys haven't heard the album, he won a Grammy a long time ago, about 20 years ago, 15 years ago, I don't know what it was, with Outkast, when he featured on the Outkast song. You know what I'm saying? Like that. He won a Grammy with Outkast, right? He won a Grammy with Andre 3000 on Scientists and Engineers this time. Andre, salute Andre 3000. I mean, you're the reason what the South got something to say. For real, straight up. Shout out to Andre 3000. The South got something to say. Killer Mike. And check this out. Do you not know he swept the Grammys and the same thing they did to Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff, it was not televised. His portion of the Grammys was not televised.
Damn.
Where everybody else, you know what I'm saying, on the main stage, they had him in a booth in the back, accepting his stuff with only, so basically, instead of the mainstream stage, it was a little closet in the room, and he won all 3 spots for hip hop rap artists, performance, song, and and right after that, they allowed the man to get arrested. Arrested. For an altercation that he wasn't really even involved in. It was with the security guard and one of his people. And because he is who he is, they walked him out of the Grammys in handcuffs. And yes, they, at the end of the day, found out that they had to release him. But look what they allowed to happen. Right?
Embarrassment.
Right? To embarrass, right? But they wouldn't allow the Oscars. They allowed Will Smith just because it would bring shame on the Oscars. He assaulted a man on camera and didn't get walked out.
Right.
It was on camera. Not nobody said, everybody, the whole world saw. But because the Oscar is, you know, it's not going to shame, but nothing but the, you know, like that they would not, they allowed him to sit down and enjoy and accept his award and enjoy the whole show. I'm talking about, man, when I tell you, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. I don't understand how you all can do that.
Yeah, when you think about it like that,
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I ain't with it. Salute the Killer Mike, King Killer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Killer Mike.
Straight up.
Killer Mike.
Straight up. Straight up. If y'all haven't,
y'all in the back room accepting awards.
And he won all of them. And he swept them. Right? The same thing Jay-Z was talking about.
You got Shri awards.
You got Shri of them. Shri of them. Right? Shri of them. I'm going to do Brother Man from the Fifth Floor. You got Shri of them. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's what it is, man. The South got something to say, and we going to talk about it. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Charlamagne the God, see the God. You got this one right. You got this one right. Bro, you feel what I'm saying? I heard you talk about it. I heard you call them all. You call them all to the stand. They all deserve the chastising. You feel what I'm saying? Man, like I say, man, it just pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with it. In Black History Month. In Black History Month. Y'all still showing that y'all still do some stuff like that to us, man. Y'all gotta stop that, man. Y'all gotta stop it, man. For real. Y'all gotta stop it, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all. But let me tell you like this. There's nothing you will ever be able to do to stop our rise. Nothing. Ever. We are gonna continue to excel in God and in life. That's gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like this man said, I mean, like not to put it, but I know he's not ashamed of nothing, but he gotta be like 46, 47, 48 years old. Killer Mike, right? He gotta be around all ages, right? And he says, no, it's the reason why we doing a podcast right now. Because nothing gonna stop us from fulfilling our dreams. It's nothing that we can't achieve. Right? And he said, at this age, you look at Nas. Nas was almost 50 years old. He was 47, 48 when he won his first Grammy. He ain't stopped for King's disease. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't stopped. They probably ain't televised that one either. I'm going to check on that. You feel what I'm saying? But I ain't have a podcast back then, or y'all would have known about it. You feel what I'm saying? Straight up. No, you know what I'm saying?
They had a man in the back.
That's never gonna stop. That's never gonna stop. And he said, while he was making this album, he told Charlamagne the God, I want to win a Grammy. He said, I'm putting myself. He put his money where his mouth was. This album.
Been doing that for a while.
This album. No, I'm saying. But I'm saying.
That's why I fuck with him like that. He about that. Yeah. He about that black shit.
Yeah.
His money,
absolutely.
He definitely do that.
Yes, man. I'm talking about low income housing. You know what I'm saying? Him and his wife. Shout out to his wife because he got a queen by his side. That they run it together. You feel what I'm saying? But he was saying on there how he spent like $250,000 and then might have spent another $100,000 more in the making of this album. You see what I'm saying? He wanted a Grammy. He put his money where his mouth was, and he got it. Salute to King Killer. You feel what I'm saying? That's your new name, King Killer. You feel what I'm saying? King Killer, I salute you. Now we're gonna switch gears and we're gonna go to music. We're gonna go to music. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the South got something to say, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we get it down. We love music. You know what I'm saying? Like music started us. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the reason why we're here right now. So you know. Oh, shout out, major shout out to Skid Rock, major shout out to Skid Rock, God's sperm.
Skid.
He under the weather right now, you know what I'm saying?
Like I was last week.
Like he was last week. We sending him nothing but that healing energy. You feel what I'm saying? Our prayers are with you, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to bounce back quick. Because I really wish you were here. OG.
I bounce back because y'all ass is going out of town.
Yeah. We are going out of town.
Slick ass motherfucker.
Yeah. We gotta talk about that.
Can't tell me about the motherfucking trip, but that's alright.
But see, he always talking about
I'm
it.
gonna get into it later.
Alright, so Cliff ain't got no old lady, right?
So what?
I know that, but I ain't never talked to him
I
about
got
that.
several women.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying, so now I know.
Cliff got a lot of them.
Yeah, I just didn't know. Okay, from this point on, you know what I'm saying. Oh, and I also want to state that this is the 5th edition of. And man, get some applause when we start saying, man, you know, was like this is our 5th edition episode. Y'all got me for 95 more episodes. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. I'm dead serious about that. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. 95 more episodes. We going to 100. I'm going to 100.
Where y'all niggas going?
You feel what I'm saying? Oh, we going to the Bahamas.
See?
We going to the Bahamas. And
been a nice trip.
it's gonna be Skid Rock wife. Shout out to Riri, her birthday, and me and my wife. We celebrating a year of being married. Been together 4 years.
See, my woman would have been celebrating being longer with me for 24 hours.
I know that right. And listen, that's a celebration.
That's a
deserved. That's a celebration. Hey, but listen, check this out. So we need a round of applause. But Skid Rock, this right here, like, I mean, he called me 20 minutes before we about to film, talking about I won't make it. You feel what I'm saying? Like that, like, thanks for the heads up, guy. Because I know I had this specific portion set for him because y'all know the South got something to say. We talk